Michael, it's a doubleheader for you today, starting off at the Garden and then arriving here at the Barclays Center. Talk to me about how you got here to Brooklyn today.
The good old number 2 subway. Cost me a whole $2.50. My Metro card didn't swipe the first time, so it was a great New York City experience. It's the joy of the city and having 2 buildings like this where it's so accessible and there's so many different ways to get in here. So it may have been the easiest trip I've had to a game all year, go from one game to another.
Is it fair to say that there's an official New York rivalry now between the Knicks and the Nets?
I think there's a uniqueness to it. I'd love to see these teams meet in the playoffs. Wouldn't it be great? Because there's a unique vibe that is built, especially here. I love the atmosphere, the lighting, the mood. It doesn't feel like the basketball experience that I grew up with in New York when you come into this building. So it's a credit to what the Nets have tried to achieve here. It would be a lot of fun if we saw these teams meet in a playoff series in the first year of the Brooklyn Nets.
You are originally from Queens. Did you spend a lot of time in Brooklyn as a kid?
Not as much. New York was the main borough other than Queens that I spent time in, and came through Brooklyn often, but to know how big this city, this borough is, and how much pride, when you think about that if it was its own separate city, it would be 4th in population in the U.S. It's a wow to people who are outside the New York area. But it's still the essence of New York, the neighborhoods, the pride, the community. And to see this area have a sports franchise for the first time in over a half-century is just great. And I think it's given the Nets a unique spot, and will for the Islanders when they come here. It'll revitalize that franchise in the fall of 2015.
Well, I gotta ask you, New York is about having a great slice of pizza. How do you eat your New York slice of pizza?
I'm an old-style New York type of pizza where, you know, the end is the floppy, the cheese is falling off, and it's really sloppy to eat. It's not a first date meal, but it's the greatest piece of pizza. You travel everywhere, and they say New York-style pizza. That's a load of garbage. There's only one place to get New York-style pizza. That's in New York.